So right now I just left my daughter's parent-teacher conference, and I got really emotional in there because, for one, I just love her school. You know, they do a lot of, like, they're definitely Christian based, you know, and that's for me and my preference. But so, like, for Halloween, they didn't have Halloween, they had Holy Wind. It was really cute. But they're very academic and very, like, hands-on and stuff. Like, I've seen my daughter growth, like exceedingly, as far as, like, her education and everything, already at 3. Like, when she used to be at a daycare, at a home daycare, it was better for her when she was little, because I wanted her to be the only baby, like, being nurtured and having time, especially when I was working. And I felt like my daughter really got what she needed. And then when she got older, when she turned about 1.5, then I let them know that we was leaving, because I wanted her to transition out. And also, kind of like, her nanny was leaving at the time, would no longer work there, and that's who Evelyn felt safe with when she was little. So I moved her to this school, to Children of Light Preschool, and it's just, like, really, really good, like, academically. But I got really emotional because they do all this stuff. Like, they always give us progress reports. Like, at the end of the year, they give us this big booklet of all the things she's done. But, like, I just got really sad in there because she talked about areas where Evelyn is weak at, like, things that she needs to not necessarily work on, but, like, where she sees. And one of them is, like, with her letters. Like, she can identify things, organize them, but she can't write them really well. And I got sad for a moment with that, because as much as I do work, my daughter can be sitting next to me doing homework, and it just, like, realizes that, like, how fast I be moving, you know. And then also, she talked about how my daughter is, what really warmed my heart, my daughter is very, like, empathetic. Like, my daughter is always concerned and caring. And she also told me some good things, that, like, Evelyn is very thankful. Like, even if she gives her a fork or a napkin, she says, "Thank you, Miss Sarah," and all the other kids don't. So she would say, "I'm really grateful for that." Another thing for me is, what really came up was, I was reading some of the notes from her teacher, was that Evelyn doubts herself. And that really made me emotional, because I know that I pour into my daughter, but I know that I could be pouring much more. And I beat myself up about things, and I know that I could be more, like, I'm doing a lot. But it also just shows me again of where my focus needs to be more on my kid, you know, and not on everything else. Like, I really need to focus just on my daughter, because it's little things like that. Like, she already picking up on things, or she don't feel extremely confident. And she's saying, like, Evelyn doesn't doubt herself with big things. She doubts it in the little things. Like, she needs reassurance all the time. Like, it could be Miss Sarah could come over and be like, "You're doing such a great job, Evelyn," and then Evelyn will say, "No," like, she's like, "Miss Sarah, I need help." Like, there's this constant reassurance. And it reminds me also about where I'm at in my life, you know. And it makes me really think about energy being transferred. Like, I doubt myself so much sometimes. Like, I have confidence in certain areas, and the little things, that's where I doubt. And it's like it's being transferred to my baby. So I just got emotional, like, going in there. Like, you know, as a mom, like, I need to recheck. And, like, I already rechecked and realigned at one point, and then I stopped for 3 days. And I just, like, she has to be my number one priority. Completely. Everything about her. Like, you know, last night was really emotional for me too, watching my daughter, because although Joanna was telling me, like, "You're such a good mom," and wow, she plays by herself, she's so independent, it's like, yeah, but I could get my lazy ass down on the floor too and play with my daughter. And I just got sad that, like, sometimes I'm moving so fast or distracted with everything else and trying to save everybody else, that my daughter is right here and needing me in her most crucial ages. So that's what was going on.